Hey, what's going on YouTube? In this video, this is a little bit different than my other videos. This is one of my very first iShot characters that I have since stripped down, and basically instead of iShot this time around, I'm going to be doing tornado shot. And not only am I going to be doing tornado shot, this is going to be a theory crafted tornado shot, doing a kind of a build guide that's starting from scratch, including the ascendancy nodes and everything like that. So without further ado, I'm going to kind of get to it right away, and I'll explain everything as I go. And as far as my gear choices, I'll explain them as I go as well. So let's start with the ascendancy. Well, the ascendancy, we want to be immune to ailments, we want permanent phasing, and the exposure is just ridiculous. The nearby enemies have minus 20 accuracy as well, is just really good. Then we want permanent onslaught and onslaught effect. See, as you can see, I don't have boots on, and I'm already, permanently moving fast. This is always going to be like this, and this is a baseline of where we're going. So then we're going to start with the tree. Now, as you know, with most Deadeyes and Raiders and everything like that, you're going to just basically do the normal form of pathing. I'm actually going to go this way, this way, this way. Projectile speed, because projectile speed helps scale tornado shot. We are going to, let's see, go over here, take all these crit multi-nodes, go down here, take this, and point blank, because we are not a raider. So with that, I'm using 1/7 passive wazes, and I'm doing the 7 passive to imitate building this on a budget. Now, all of our crit clusters are going to be random, but the reason for them is just because we want as much crit chance and whatnot as we can with a little bit of crit multi. I think I have one double damage one. Let's just put the crit multi ones in for now. This one's actually a 6 passive. We're going to actually forego this one. 4 passive, perfect. And 4 passive, perfect. Excuse me. See, now for this, we're going to put this here. This is going to give us a little bit of dex, a little bit of int. Going to be able to place our belt, our quiver, our helmet, our bow, armor, boots, both rings, amulet, gloves on, just like that. Now, our jewels are both going to be multi-jewels, and that's because we are going to stack a lot of crit chance, so we want to be able to take advantage of that and get a lot of multi with it. We are going to be converting as much as we can, so we do need to take this node. Now we will start pathing up towards the bow tree to take all of this bow circle. We want all of it because the more of the bow circle we take, the more better overall we're going to do. I did forget, but I actually have them already aside, so let's go get our inspired learnings. We are going to take phase acro because this is a dodge and evade build. We are going to take this jewel slot. We're going to go up here, take this, take this, take this, and this. Then we are going to path this way to get this node. Go this way. Guess it's the same amount of points, so we're just going to do it that way from our fizz. Get the multi here. And with that, we have a pretty decent setup. Our reses are almost capped at 61. Oh wow, my cold is really high, probably because of the Pandemonious. 61, 76, 75, and I can actually change this a bit because this isn't going to give me too much. I can probably get like a gloves with fire and lightning, but just for the sake of the video, we're just going to leave it like this. Now we can place our next inspired excuse me, next expired learning with 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes active on the tree. We can actually spec this node in, which will give us a little more resistance. And let's see, 126 int needed. So first and foremost, let's start skilling in our tornado shot. It's going to be tornado shot, GMP, chain, mirage archer. So it looks like we need strength, and we need this. So one good thing about being a low level and being able to kind of manipulate what you get. Let's see, we have 6 points left. Our ascendancy's done. We haven't converted yet. Let's see, what's our movement speed like? Movement speed feels solid. Okay. So, before I forget, Frostbite, LE weakness, ensnaring arrow. Alright, Sniper's mark is in our helm. Hydrosphere goes in our helm. I don't think I actually got... Oh, there it is, Hydrosphere. Alright, so far so good. So, basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking advantage of how Tornado Shot interacts with the whole extra projectile thing. Our enchant is the crit chance of Tornado Shot, not secondary. And the reason is we want to crit as much as possible, and we want to apply all 3 elements as much as possible. Since we're going to apply all 3 elements, we're going to basically boost the damage we do by a lot. Now I can actually divine this right now and get a little bit more res, so let me, not divine it, but bless it. So let's see, let's take this and bless, come on, give me 10, alright, that's fine. Oops, there you go. And if we summon our Harbinger, we can kind of see how our speed changes too. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no. Oh. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now this is without flash, so let's go get some flash, shall we? So let's see. Because we are applying all elements, using the Cinder Swallow is going to be our thing to use this time around. Our cold res is by far our max res, so getting this for penetration is going to be used this time around. Then we use the Bottled Faith. Is that a good one? That is not a good one. Let me see. Do I have a better one? I might. Yeah, that one's fine. So let's use Bottled Faith there. Then we use a movement speed of Adrenaline, hopefully, so I have even more speed. Maybe not. Oh, I guess this is fine for now. And then we need a bubbling flask of bleed, or yeah, there we go, seething of bleeding, so we can get rid of bleed. Alright, now what's our life pool? 2,000. So our life pool is extremely low in this build. We pretty much have no life pool here. Alright, so let's pick up some auras. So we want Hatred, Herald of Ice, Precision, perfect. Level 7 should do, just in case. Let's see if I have a lower one. Oh, let's just try both. Okay. So we have these, this. Alright. Now we have 6 points. So with these 6 points, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of check our tree and see if there's anything we missed in the standard setup. Obviously we don't have our curse setup set up yet, but we'll get to that right now. So what I think I'll do is I'll spend 2 points getting the 30 intelligence here. I'm doing this just because I want to put on my gear. I still need strength. So this is what we're gonna see if we have a split personality with strength int. We have strength dex. No, we don't. Strength dex might help though, so we're gonna grab the strength dex and we're gonna place it over here. That's gonna give me 21 strength, 21 dex, so that's gonna allow me to place this here and place this here. Now let's see, LE weakness is still, excuse me, is still short. So, what can we do for LE weakness? We still need some intelligence for LE weakness, so we can actually go here. This is going to give us strength and intelligence. And if we do that, let's see, if we do that, there we go. We can actually put our setup for cursing, which is LE weakness, curse on hit, ensnaring arrow. This isn't going to work actually. So, from the looks of it, I need to color my armor differently for this to work out a little bit, but instead of doing that, we're just going to go this, frostbite, elemental weakness, ensnaring arrow. Where are you? Perfect. Okay. Make sure it's all there. Cool, cool. So now we have our curse setup. We can take these off. Now we need dash and second wind because that's going to be our movement. So let's see about getting dash and second wind. I would have had it all in my inventory, but unfortunately your inventory is only so big, so I filled it up with what I could. And I'm trying to make this as fast as possible for you. I don't have extra alt qualities right now. I have a lot of them, but they're not in this current build. So you have to deal with what you got. Alright, so good news is that since we are not using a second 6 link, what I can probably do is something like this. Put in my heralds here. Herald and hatred, that is. Let's take off this. Let's put on hatred. What's my reserve? Okay, that looks actually pretty respectable. So let's try putting a level 15 precision in. So let's go over here. And that still looks respectable. So then, oops, wrong one. Precision can stay over here. Precision goes.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Alright, cool. So what we can do now is empower to increase the power of all of these gems. Enlighten to decrease the reserve of all of these gems. Let's just put that there. Let's see, now I can't put them on, but if I put this here, I should still be able to put all three on again, because the mana reserve should cancel out. Let's find out. Oof, it doesn't look like it. So instead of doing that, let's see, that's 125. Yeah, that's not quite the same. So we'll just make it so we reserve a little bit less, and then maybe let's see what we can do. Let's put these two away for now. We can leave those alone for now. Those two slots alone. So let's see, Sniper's Mark, Hydrosphere, Blood Rage. Blood Rage. We have 19 quality, or 19 no quality, there we go, 2020, and then Enhance. Enhance 4, good. Alright, so first things first, we actually need to color this a little bit. So we go, take this here, nope, nope, nope. That's what I get for having my bench so close to my guild stash. Alright, 3. We're going to put 3 green sockets. Hope for a blue. We got the blue. So now we put Blood Rage in here. Come on. Let's put this on. Blood Rage in here. Hydrosphere in here. Enhance in here. And Sniper's Mark in here. We can actually quality our Sniper's Mark, which is going to give us more damage. And the Enhance is going to give us even further damage. Alright, that seems a little bit respectable. Cool. So this is using non-legacy gear. Every single piece of gear I have is affordable and on a budget. The 7 passive voices, from what I remember, there are only maybe 1 or 2x. I don't think there are any more than that. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Let's see if I can actually... I'm going to increase my mana multiplier of this a little bit. So let's see, supported spells have crit chance. Let's see if I can afford this in here. I can't. Alright, so what this does, this is one of my own little personal techs. This allows me to actually have inspiration charges working for Herald of Ice, and I actually need a quality of that. And when you have inspiration working for Herald of Ice, it makes it so your Herald of Ice just does a little bit more damage, which can add up to a lot of bit more damage. So, let's see. Without further ado, let's give this quick little tornado shot experiment a try. Now, I'm going to actually... I think I have 2 points, so we're going to find out what we're going to do with these 2 points real quick before we continue. So we can go here and here, get intelligence. If we get intelligence this way, we can actually unspec these 2 nodes, because we don't need the strength. And then we can instead... see, its movement speed. Let's go for area of effect and damage for now, and let's give this a shot. I believe I have both Inspired Learnings in. Yeah, both Inspired Learnings are in. My dodge is up. So, my natural dodge, as you see, is 70-55. So, let's see. Turn this back on. I don't have res cap, but I can always fix reses later and show you like what it's like later. That's what I need. I'm sorry. Before I forget, I actually need Convert Gloves, which I'm pretty sure I have Convert Gloves somewhere. Convert. Let's see. Yep, my meme ones. These will work. So these ones are ones I made in Harvest, and ignore the price. They're just memes. So what ended up happening is I evolved them and they got vulnerability. And vulnerability doesn't do anything for me because these gloves specifically are meant to convert all your physical into gold. So let's see. 3. We're going to want 3 blue. At least 3 blue. Oof, that's a lot of orbs. Let's go. Yes, and it kept the 1 green. Alright. So now we're going to put the new gloves on. Alright. Obviously, you don't have to actually do the exact setup I'm doing. If you want, you can actually convert it to about 70 to 80% and then get like another form of convert, whether it be on a quiver or a bow or wherever else you can convert on. Personally, the 50 convert is actually easy. I'm unsure if they still work, so don't quote me on this, but the last time I checked, you could still convert fully to 50% on gloves, and that would allow you to basically have 100% or at least 94-95% conversion to cold. Excuse me. Which is really strong. So, let's see here. I have this set up. Now my reses are a little bit teetered in a different way. My lightning res is lower, but I still have a wise oak, and my wise oak is still going to give me penetration. Before I forget, let's throw some baubles on this so it has a little bit more. There we go. All right. Now let's find a map and let's put it in. So lately I have been farming a lot of heist syndicate. In Baldur's Rest, so let's find a decent Baldur's Rest map to run real quick. May as well do. Let's pull out a couple. I'm only going to run one map. I'll run this rare one right here. Let's see. Elemental Equilibrium is fine. Actually, it's a buff for me. Now, what is my Tornado Shot crit chance? So my Tornado Shot crit chance is 61.12% with a crit multi of 395. Now, Tornado Shot is not a elemental skill, so I don't get the elemental buffs that I would get for Ice Shot. Normally, that would probably be about 450 multi, but I still get at least 2 of the multis, which would be well, I believe I only get one of the multis, I'm sorry, but I only get one of the multis, which would still be pretty decent. I actually don't have a Watcher's Eye, and let me see if I can take this out. Can I take this out? I need strength if I do. Okay. So if I take this out, and we were to say, ooh, we forgot to spec those life nodes in. Well, let's do this. Take this out, put this in. Let's see what we have. This is multi with elemental, global multi. We're just going to take this out all together. Put this in here. And then, before I forget, this actually doesn't go there. There we go. Let's see, let's go for Hatred. Now I play Ice Shot every league, so I have a lot of Hatred base crit Watcher's Eyes that are just so-so, just because I always get one at start of league. We're gonna just as high as we can. 1.7, 1.8 is fine. All right, there we go. 1.8. Now, since we are using Hatred, we are able to pick this up pretty easy. There we go. Now let's put this map in, and let's give it a whirl. As you see, I have 3 open sockets, which I can figure out what to do with later. As of now, they're only there for, you know, this is basically a test, so you guys can kind of see this theory craft and, you know, what this build is like. It's a very quick build. I basically decided to do this because it's quick, and I chose these boots, even though they hurt you. I chose these boots basically only because they have the chain. Now the chain and dex are really good. However, I felt that I did have a pair with the attack speed enchant, and that's a lot easier to get now. So I figured this is going to be what I'm going to do. So
My mana is gone.
let's go see what a cold-converted tornado shot build can do to tier 14, 15, 16 maps on Awakener 8. Excuse me. As you see, ooh, that was interesting. As you see, I died. As you see, it's pretty smooth. There's not really a lot of issues I have right there. Unfortunately, I am using a corrupted Heres, and the corrupted Heres means I can't color or try and get 3 whites on it anymore. I think it does have 2 whites on it, but it was corrupted. To get those 2 whites, basically, like I Valdorbed it. What you can do instead is you can actually run a Heres Ire with 3 whites, and the whites, and maybe like a red or something like that. And what that would allow you to do is you can run a second 6-link, which would be technically 2 5-links. Herald of Ice linked to Awaken Hex Touch to your 2 curses. And hold on, let me take care of this real quick.
You gave my pride a bloody nose. Now the grieve's on the other leg.
So as you see, I do respectable damage as is. I don't have like amazing damage, but this build was literally thrown together.
Death is what separates the wolves. You should have given them the red mane treatment. Make a statement. So what do you want from me? Next time you see me, I'll be a new man.
I don't remember putting Syndicate on it. I think I did, but either way, let's just continue on with our map. Ooh, looks like we spawned a big pack of Harbingers, so we gotta be a little careful. There we go. As you saw, we pretty much just deleted that boss. There was no chance. Alright. And that has been a elemental tornado shot. Now, unfortunately, I think my vulnerability is going to go off with these convert gloves, which is kind of a problem for me. I might have another form of convert, but what you can do is you can actually drop this specific Watcher's Eye, the base crit, and get a convert Watcher's Eye, which I think I should still have one. I'll look in a second. And if you do that, you're able to put just more damage into your gloves. Alright, as you see, I have a lot of I have a lot of survivability pretty much. I don't have a lot of life, but because of my mass dodge and everything like that, I'm able to just pretty much not take a lot of hits. Now, what I'll probably do after this video is done is I'll probably tweak this build just a little bit and fix up the tree, fix up the nodes, fix up the extra points, and instead of specking where I spec'd, I will spec those life nodes and take Wind Dancer. And the reason being is Wind Dancer gives you an incredible amount of survivability. Also, because I am running only one 6-link, and my one 6-link is both my single and my multi-target, it has chain, so what I'm thinking of doing is dropping these boots all together and running the Atziri's Promises or Step or whatever they are, and getting the spell dodge as high up in cap as I possibly can, along with the evasion that it gives me. So I do appreciate you tagging along with this basically start from scratch tornado shot build guide. As you saw, the damage is really respectable. I am only using one 6-link with a Awakened Hex Touch setup. However, you probably can drop one of the curses and only use one curse. Technically speaking, I'm actually applying, or supposed to be applying 3 curses, so I think what I need to do is use instead the extra curse boots, which is probably your better option, just so you can keep freedom of movement spec'd in and save 3 nodes. But as I'm playing with it and as I see how things are going, I will get back to you on a update video. I hope this video was informative, and I hope that people like my content enough to show it to their friends. If this is your cup of tea, if you do like this cold convert tornado shot, send me a message and I'll gladly make a new variant of it for you, and maybe even tweak it in my own fashion and try and figure out a whole setup to go into in-game. Bossing, as you saw, isn't really an issue. You literally just have to apply your curses and keep going. However, like I said, I think I'm messing up on my curse count. I'm actually technically applying 4 curses with the ability to only apply 2. So, I appreciate you joining me again. Take it easy.